Module 16. Organizing Children's Learning Over Time. Organizing children's learning over time is a critical aspect of their education and development. It involves creating a plan that ensures children are exposed to a variety of learning experiences, skills, and knowledge across different subjects and disciplines over a set period. Constructing a schedule that promotes learning. Constructing a schedule that promotes learning requires implementing best practices such as consistency, pacing, time management, and balancing variety and familiarity. Consistency helps learners establish a routine and develop good study habits. Pacing ensures that learners progress through the material at a reasonable rate without feeling overwhelmed or falling behind. Effective time management ensures that learners have enough time to complete tasks and allocate time for breaks and self-care. Balancing variety and familiarity involves incorporating a mix of new and familiar material to maintain engagement and interest while also reinforcing previously learned concepts. By incorporating these best practices, a well-constructed schedule can promote effective learning and improve overall outcomes. Theme teaching. Theme teaching is an instructional approach that emphasizes a central topic or concept and integrates it across different subject areas. It represents concepts that are worthy of children's time and attention, and involve first-hand investigations, allowing children to develop a deeper understanding of the theme. The approach addresses all 6 domains of development. Additionally, theme teaching can expand into projects, allowing children to apply what they have learned in a meaningful and authentic way. By incorporating these factors, theme teaching can enhance children's learning experiences and foster their overall development. Sources of themes. Sources of themes for instruction can come from a variety of places. One source is the children themselves, as their interests and questions can spark a theme. Special events, such as holidays or cultural celebrations, can also inspire themes. Unexpected happenings, such as natural disasters or new scientific discoveries, can also lead to a theme. Standards and program content can also be used to identify themes that align with curriculum goals. Lastly, teachers and family members can suggest themes based on their own experiences and interests. Criteria for choosing a theme. When choosing a theme for instruction, there are several criteria to consider. Firstly, it should be relevant and interesting to the children, as this will increase their engagement and motivation. Secondly, it should involve hands-on activities, as this will allow children to explore and discover the theme in a concrete and meaningful way. Thirdly, it should promote diversity and balance, ensuring that different perspectives and experiences are represented. Fourthly, the availability of resources and materials should be taken into consideration, as this will affect the feasibility of the theme. Lastly, the theme should have project potential, allowing children to apply what they have learned in a meaningful and creative way. By considering these criteria, educators can select themes that are engaging, meaningful, and relevant to their students' needs and interests. Implementing the theme. Implementing a theme requires several key steps. Firstly, educators should watch and listen to children to identify their interests and needs related to the theme. Secondly, they should extend the theme following children's interests, incorporating their ideas and suggestions into the learning experiences. Thirdly, communication with families is important, as they can provide valuable insights into their children's interests and needs, as well as support their learning at home. Lastly, documenting children's learning is essential, as it allows educators to assess their progress, reflect on their teaching strategies, and share their learning with others. Information base for theme. To create an information base for a theme, educators should follow several steps. To begin, they should select a topic of study that aligns with the curriculum goals and student interests. Also, they should brainstorm subtopics and create a topic web to visualize the connections between them. Furthermore, they should create TFPs, terms, facts, and principles, using appropriate resources such as books, articles, and online sources. Additionally, they should decide whether to address a general overview or an in-depth approach to the theme, depending on the age and level of the students. Finally, educators should select 5 to 10 TFPs on which to focus and design learning experiences that allow students to explore and discover these concepts in a meaningful and engaging way. By following these steps, educators can create a solid information base that supports student learning and understanding of the theme. Projects. Projects are an integral part of theme teaching and involve child-initiated investigations that extend the theme based on something children want to know more about. Projects are often pursued by small groups of children, with different projects for different groups. These projects are extensions of the theme and are based on children's interests. Projects involve an in-depth study of a real-world topic and allow children to apply what they have learned in a meaningful and authentic way. 3 phases of projects. Projects typically involve 3 phases. In Phase 1, children choose a project that aligns with the theme and their interests. This phase allows children to take ownership of their learning and pursue their interests in a meaningful way. In Phase 2, children engage in fieldwork, which involves investigating and exploring the project topic through various activities, such as interviews, surveys, and observations. This phase allows children to develop research skills and gain first-hand experiences related to the project topic. In Phase 3, children share what they learned with their peers and families, which allows them to demonstrate their knowledge and skills and reflect on their learning experiences. This phase also promotes communication and collaboration skills, as children share and discuss their projects with others. Project approach phases. The project approach is a teaching method that involves an in-depth study of a real-world topic. It typically involves 3 phases. In Phase 1, the teacher discusses the topic with children and finds out their experiences, understandings, and interests related to the topic. This phase allows children to become engaged in the project and provides a foundation for further investigation. In Phase 2, the teacher arranges opportunities for children to do field work, speak to experts, and investigate the topic in the classroom. This phase allows children to explore the topic in depth and develop research skills. In Phase 3, children share what they have learned with their peers and families. This phase allows children to demonstrate their knowledge and skills and reflect on their learning experiences. How to know what children are learning about. Assessing what children are learning is an essential part of teaching. There are several ways educators can know what children are learning about, including listening to their conversations with one another, talking with them about what they have learned, using the KWHLH brainstorming technique, observing children as they play, taking note of their field notes and diagrams. Observing their constructions can also provide insight into what they are learning. Keeping a photographic record of their work is another effective way to assess their learning. These methods allow educators to track children's progress, identify areas for growth, and tailor their teaching to meet the needs and interests of each child.